So yo, I'm not gonna waste any no time. So this is how you can overcome your fapping issue. So if anyone on y'all like on semen retention, I'm not calling no fap because you gotta think of it, right? So this is the first thing. You can't label yourself as a fapper, or you can't label yourself as someone who's trying to quit fapping, because if you're doing that, then you're literally like you're making it hard on yourself. You're going through that with resistance, like if you want to be a guy who doesn't jack up anymore, then you have to have a different belief about yourself. And that could be, oh, I just don't fap anymore. Like the only way I can let out my semen now is to like fuck girls, basically. That's what you should do. And not just saying it, right? I feel like saying it, like, let's say if you're gonna fap, right, just out of lust, right, you always say, you have to tell yourself, like, yo, you don't fap anymore, you just don't. Okay, like I can lust over her, but you shouldn't just fap, that's not your belief system. And don't have no fap streaks. Don't watch those. I feel like watching those videos are harmful to your mind, because like I said, it's gonna continue reminding you that you're a person who's trying to quit fapping, and you're not trying to get that. So that's the first thing. And since there's a lot of time, right? You need to be able to fill up that time with your schedule. So you need to get busy. So what I have done, right, to get busy is, so I remember, like, I watched Hamza's content and like about like, oh, like, yes, I'm ready, I want to not fat, but I wouldn't take it as advice. I would like watch his videos, but I wouldn't take it as advice. And his advice is like get busy, basically, like fill up your schedule, basically. And like with my thing is like I know how to, and like I want to create this channel since the winter of last year, which I did. No, it wasn't last year, it was this year, which I did, but I didn't continue doing it because I felt like I wasn't good enough, right? But I was like, fuck that, I'm not that anymore, because I changed my belief system. I'm not a productive loser who jacks off and cries all day, or like not cries, but just like just fucking being sad. I'm not that anymore. I'm a man now. I can do this. You got, like, that's what it is. Like, and now I'm trying to own up to my own dark desires. My own dark desire is to fucking, I want to fuck more girls I'm attracted to, because I can attract a lot of girls, but most girls are not attractive, honestly. Most girls are fucking just have bad habits and either fat or just like really skinny, like just skinny because of high metabolism, but they still eat shit and like just bad habits and slut and shit, and like I like I don't know, I just can't fuck with that. But I'll fuck girls who have good quality in them, like who are like that feminine, that I like that feminine girl. So that's what it is. But yeah, like, so like with my schedule is, I'm trying to do this, like, have unfiltered channel, like post 3 videos a week, and I also have another channel where I make beats. Like I post lo-fi beats. I try to make I do 3 beats a week, right? And just continue to do that. And like my goal is to, reach 100 videos, so I can see who are like my audiences and like what I need to improve on. And I also need a camera for this fucking channel, because this alone won't cut it for the long run. But I'm happy that I started doing this. I'm 23 and I feel proud of myself, because before, like, yo, my habit was so trash. I was like a bum, because really, like, so I went to college when I was like 19, right? I took an extra year in high school to figure out what I wanted to do, but I didn't really do that because I was just fucking depressed, and like just being around with my family just makes me like depressed and like hopeless, because they kept yelling at me, and like just I got like I can't even reminisce like how much like how bad my mental health was. And I think that alone just shows like, or it says to me that like, yo, I went through so much negative thoughts that like I kind of have like, I felt like I blacked out all of that life, which I still remember like in the past. But those dark days, like when I failed my college program. And then after that, my dad passed away, like in the March, I failed on January 2020. Excuse me. Yeah, 2020. And then just before the pandemic happened, my dad passed away in the first week of March of 2020. And like after that, like I was so like kind of depressed. Like the only thing that's going for me was I was releasing music, but I wasn't really doing it consistently. Like I would like make an album like every month and not really post any singles, just doing that and not really putting my heart into it. And like I enjoyed it, right? I'm not gonna lie, but when I started thinking about doing it seriously, I started not enjoying it. And I don't think that was the issue, is because I didn't see myself good enough. You know, when I didn't see myself good enough, then and I think also I was afraid of judgment from like my family and like my cousins, because like they I feel like they treat me kind of like I'm stupid or some shit, you know. Um, but yeah. So I know this kind of took a turn, but I'm not gonna lie. Even this like semen retention thing, it's also like very important to me, you know, because I feel like once I commit to semen retention and get my life busy, I feel like that's like the thing I need to like elevate my life to the next level, you know, and like that's what it is. And I wish like I just wish that like I started doing it sooner, but you know, but I'm happy I'm doing it. You know, I'm 23, and like man, I, like I have reduced my like like I don't watch porn no more. But I've reduced my masturbation by so much. Like I used to do like 12 times every day, but I only do it like once every like 4 or 5 days now. I think even more. Like I don't remember. Like I don't even think about it that much. It might be more. I don't even know. But I feel like I like barely do it. You know, like it feels amazing. You know. But let's continue on. Um, so my main thing is for me doing the semen retention is because I want to have more attention span. I want to put like, you know, I want to get better into better shape, just be a better high status man, because I want more brotherhood, you know. Like even though I do have friends, I want to have more friends, and I just have trouble gaining friends because what's it called? Because a lot of people are just, well, I feel like they're very selfish, not in a bad way, but well, I guess with them it's like they don't. People always think about themselves and they don't think about like they're not interested in you. But like even though I hear a lot of people's story about like their personal life, like I get that a lot, but I just wish people cared about me, you know? And maybe that's what, like any of y'all who's reading like How to Win Friends and Influence People, or like any book like that, I think a lot of people, that's probably like the number one main issue with people when they try to make new friends, is because most people don't read that book, you know. But if everyone read that book, but like no one will be fucking depressed. Nobody. Everyone will feel connected. Everyone feel like they're in a group. But like, but most people don't read that book, and people just are just shit at talking, you know. And like they don't like. There are some people out there that want to get to know you, but most people are not like that, you know. And it is discouraging, but you gotta keep on going with the self-improvement thing, because this is for life, you know. And so let's go back to the semen retention. So to make your so to make yourself busy, you need to create your you need to have all your thoughts be like 99%, or if not 100%, to your purpose. So it could be like I can give you an example, like, let's just say, like, oh, we're on music and, like, making beats and shit, you know? My bad. Like, making beats and shit. And you can, like, you know, make beats every day. Like, let's say, like, 5 beats a day. And then you can make this, I'll make this YouTube video, like, 3 videos a day. I don't really, like, edit it, so it's, like, you know. And you can also, like obviously, like, you have eating periods and shit like that, and you know, you watch Andrew Human's videos, or like, oh yeah, but yeah, that's the next thing, my bad. You can watch Andrew Human's video, and that's the thing, you know. And yeah, like, you can watch Andrew Human's. I've been watching Andrew Human's videos, and like even Hamza's video, but now I want to incorporate even like watching or like listening to like rappers like B.I.G. or Jay-Z, like learning from the best. Because so there's a funny thing, because in Beast Builder, so Beast Builder is a program where like I rap basically. It's like a program where it's like a brotherhood like program, right? And it's basically like you're learning how to rap, and then so you're learning how to rap, you're learning how to market yourself. But like right now, we're at a stage. We're at the stage where like we're learning how to rap and like find your sound and delivery and shit like that. But I remember like on Wednesday, when I was rapping, like I wouldn't give myself like pauses or like periods, right? I felt like when I was rapping, I was trying to get every word as I can. Like I can show you an example, like this: how to stand up for yourself for the guys who were left behind, how to overcome fapper struggle, get busy, reduce the amount. Like I'll like rap like that, and I wouldn't give myself like any pauses. Like yeah, I was rapping on beat, right? But it's not like I'm not letting the consumer like digest what I'm saying basically. And the funny thing is, like, I'm not gonna say his name, but like the facilitator of the program, he was saying like, yo, and even the engineer of in the program saying like, yo, you're like the most versatile when it comes to like what you're talking about. You're like literally the most versatile person here. But like how come you won't like rap to the beat? Like you won't give yourself pauses and shit. And, like in my mind, like I don't know what these guys are talking about. I'm just trying to listen and shit. I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. And I remember like that day when it was like a music executive manager. He works in the music industry. He was talking about that. He was listening to all of our raps, even mine. So just people, all the students. It was like usually like only 4 of us consistently that come and like listen to all our rap. He said like, oh, all our voices are unique, but we're not using it to our capability basically, you know. And I don't know, like when he said it, I kind of like resonate. Like I can't understand what he's trying to say, you know. And then I remember like so I was rapping, right, and I actually gave myself pauses, you know, gave myself like periods. And then a period. That was cringy. But like yeah, like I remember like I was actually giving myself pause, and then that's when I realized like, oh, like that's what it is. Because I think I started realizing that I wasn't listening to the fucking beat when I was rapping on it. I was just in my head trying like just do my own beat in my head. It's like it's weird, but I don't know. It's like it's I don't know why, but like now that's like a learning experience, you know. So like now that I have more things to look up to, you know, because I've also have other beats that I haven't uploaded to my lo-fi channel. My lo-fi channel is Cab Mighty Production. I'll probably put in link in the description, but that's what it is, you know. Like now I have more things to look up to, you know. And like yeah, you know, I think I also been kind of like stressed out too a little bit, and because it's so fucking shitty, but I'm also grateful for it. But I'll tell you why. Because I'm doing my I'm doing my PSW, right, and I'd already done the program, but the problem is that I need to complete my NACC exam. I only got 1 attempt before I have to redo the whole fucking course. But the thing is, I'm trying to get support from my coordinators from my school, but they're not giving shit. Like how like this is giving like a presentation where it's like a couple of fucking words with a monotone voice like, okay, this is module what, like bitch, like what the fuck, like why, like why, like how am I supposed to fucking like learn, you know, like it's like that bullshit, you know. And like, you know, I've been studying too, but it's like I'm not learning. Like I learned through experience, and I've been trying to get jobs, right? And I got this interview. I applied to this company specifically because all the other fucking PSW position, they all say, oh, just when you complete your NECC exam, call us back. I'm like, whatever. Well, I didn't say whatever, but I was like, oh, okay, thank you for your time. But in my head, I was like, whatever. But this one, it shows that like they accept PSW students. So I did the interview. The guy likes me, you know. Like I was like, you know, he wanted to hire me there, but then I lived in Scarborough, and that company's that guy, the department of that company, he works in Kitchener, but they have a department in Scarborough. So you know he decided to give the files to the Scarborough one, and now I'm waiting for that Scarborough department to get back to me, and so I'm gonna check on Monday or maybe even Tuesday, and maybe if they don't get back to me till end of Tuesday, then I'll have to do the exam. Do the best of luck, right? And like I also have a backup plan where my caseworker hooked me up, which let's say if I don't pass the NECC exam, he can give me an opportunity where I can do like a free course when I go to Centennial, pick any course basically for free, which is a fucking amazing, you know. And then, you know, I can maybe, you know, upgrade my English language and shit, and you know, I'll be fire, you know. But it's been kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, you know. But at the same time, I feel like so purposeful and like masking it, cause I also think about like, yeah, I have all these fucking problems going on, right? But like I'm so fucking grateful because I remember like fucking 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, where I had no purpose and just fucking like, yo, my routine was so trash. I'll literally wake up, go on my phone for like hours, scrolling on my phone for like hours, for like fuck, I don't, how many hours, like counting the hours, and then fucking jerk off 12 times a time, and just binge eat fucking crackers, biscuits, shit like that, just junk food, and don't even go outside, just lay in my bed, like lay in my bed for like hours, not getting exercise, and like I was so in my head, you know. And I just can't believe I lived like that, you know. Um, it's crazy, like how times go by, and how much you can change your life by just a year of just consistent progress. But I feel like this is my year, where these consistent progress, if I just continue committing to it, just watch productive ass video that make me elevate, right? And I feel like I've been doing that 90% of the time. Obviously, I also kind of been like struggling because 10% of the time I'll be watching like Overwatch content, but I like watching like those educational like content, but like of the characters, of the Overwatch characters. But yeah, like I feel like most of my day is like productive, you know. So as long as I don't give up, right, and even the connection I have right now, I feel like they're so like proud of me, and like they're so respectful of me, and like it's crazy people think like kind of look up to me, like my friends, like my connection I have, like even my social worker and like my caseworker. Like me and my caseworker have a close ass relationship, and just like even like my mom, you know, like it's crazy like how like they're actually proud of me, you know. Like fuck, I don't wanna stop being not I want to continue being a masculine man, you know? I want to continue with that fucking purpose, you know? Like, that's like, I feel like that's like the only fulfillment that I can get, you know? Like, fucking, like, hang out with just like my cousins and like shit like that. It's like, it's so fucking boring. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to it, but I don't fucking relate to that, man. It's so boring, you know? So, with that being said, like, don't give up on the semen retention, you know? If you need help, you need to have a community around you. You need like a at least like a support system around you who are people who are actually open up to listening to you. They're they're happy for you being you, and they don't just judge you like that. And that's not an excuse to like not be a purposeful man. Continue being purposeful, but like, you know, at least that person like doesn't judge you and like actually like listen to you. And you guys relate that way, you know. So that's what it is. So I have to head out. So easy, man. Don't give up. Alright.